Confession, I've never done a live before.
Oh, heck no. Now you want to tell me.
Have you seen the movie Talladega Nights? You haven't seen Talladega Nights?
I don't think so.
Girl, there's this funny scene, and he's like being video recorded. His hands keep going up, and he's just like interviewing. He's like, I don't know what to do with my hands.
No. Just leave them down.
I'm having one of those moments. What do I do?
Hey, y'all. Good afternoon. Good evening.
Yeah, we're past afternoon.
We sure is. I needed something to build me up today. Today has been a solemn day for your girl. Okay?
Both of us.
Come on in, y'all. Hey, happy Monday. I didn't have a show this morning, but your girl's having a show tonight. How y'all doing? Welcome. Hey. Welcome, my special guest here, Miss Alexis McKinley.
Hello.
Welcome, girl. Welcome.
Thank you.
Alexis is with the 99. Now, let's get into it. Wait, before we get into it, okay, since I didn't do today, I need to tell people what national day is, okay?
Okay.
All right, so let me tell people. Okay, so today being August 19th, today's national day is National Potato Day.
Oh,
I love potatoes. You like fried potatoes and onions? Do you know anything about that?
Of course.
You do? Can you cook?
Mm-hmm.
You can? Okay. I'm going to test your wins. Okay. You like baked potatoes?
Oh, girl.
Oh,
yeah.
That's right up. Okay, I got a
Right.
homegirl. She makes baked potatoes, and she puts all kind of stuff on top.
Oh, yeah. Every time I want a snack, I'll pop in the microwave just a couple minutes.
Oh, you one of them?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. The microwave potato lady. Okay. I don't like them that much.
Once you get the butter, the salt, and the pepper, the bacon bits.
Okay, so you good?
Sour cream.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. And International Bow Day. Let's look that up. What does that actually mean?
Hair bows?
Is it bows or is it
What is that?
hair bows or it looked like it's hello, where did it go? See, this is the shenanigans that you go through when you're live. Hey y'all, and National Soft Ice Cream Day. Okay, you like ice cream? What's your favorite?
I really like anything coffee flavored.
What?
But also, what is it? People say different. Sherbet, sorbet.
I love sherbet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, coffee. You know, my son and I was just talking about that. I said, I don't see how people drink iced coffee. I like coffee one. You know?
I got iced
Oh,
coffee.
hell no. Is that what you're drinking?
That's what I'm
No way.
I love it.
I love coffee because of it being hot and it goes down hot. That's the only reason why I like coffee. I definitely would not like iced coffee. No.
Coffee's a little bit bitter to me though sometimes. So I like it iced because it gives more of like a chocolate milk vibe.
Oh. Well, why don't you just get some chocolate milk then?
Because it doesn't have caffeine in it.
Oh, excuse me.
I need to pick me
You
up.
sure right. All right, y'all. So we got the national days in. You know I like to do that. And since I missed y'all this morning, yeah, your girl had a whole weekend craziness. But we ain't even gonna go into that. We're gonna talk about some good vibes. Oh, and I wanted to tell y'all the word of the day, which is skedaddle. Skedaddle.
Can you spell it?
Can you spell it? No. Ain't no way I would be able to spell this if nobody tell me. Skedaddle. 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 Y'all know what that means? Get on. Yeah. So use that in a sentence today. Okay. So now we got Miss Alexis, y'all. This is my special guest, Miss Alexis. She is the CEO, founder of the 99. I love that. Okay, so the 99, from what I understand, so you are, okay, like I hear, self-published author, this is you personally, mentor, businesswoman, and mother.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we get into the 99, because I got questions, I got a lot of questions, and maybe y'all do too, and bring them on, okay? Let's get to know Miss Alexis, okay? Now, all right. So first, let's get into the self-published author. What's that
Yeah.
about?
I always wanted to write.
Mm.
When I was going to school for leadership and ministry, I got interested in wanting to write a Christian children's book.
Okay.
So that's what I did.
Okay.
Went on Kindle and pieced it together, and so it ended up being a really cute book that got several sales. Wasn't as big as what I would have liked it to have been, but
Yeah.
I'm thinking about writing another book, and I kind of want to do an autobiography style, so it's going to take some time to put together.
Yeah, that does take some time.
Right now, it's just a thought.
Yeah. What's the name of the book? The baby book?
Girls, God Loves You.
Girls who?
God Loves You.
Girls, God bless you.
God Loves You.
God loves you.
Yes.
Girls, God loves you.
Mm-hmm. I wrote it just after my daughters had been baptized.
Oh.
So yeah, it was a neat experience.
Girls, God love you.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay. All right, y'all look that up. Okay.
Definitely.
Get you one.
Get you one.
Okay. Now, mother.
5 daughters.
5 daughters. Okay. I love
I
that.
just sent my baby off to her first day of kindergarten today.
Oh.
I know. I thought I was going to be so excited to get the last one on out of the house.
Yeah. It didn't feel that way, did it?
No.
Yeah. Usually you are, but you'll get over it. Don't worry.
It took about 15 minutes.
And I was going to say, girl, by tomorrow.
You mean I can clean my house, do my laundry, and take a nap, and nobody's going to bother me for the next 8 hours?
Yeah. Okay. I like that. You got it like that? I like that. Yeah. Look forward to it. Okay, so do you have any teenagers yet? Oh, my goodness.
I got one that's approaching. She might as well be a teenager. She's 12.
Oh, yeah.
That's my time.
Yeah. I bet.
The mouth on those teenage girls.
Girl, ooh, wee. Girl, I done got my lips turned this way for my mom. This way, look, she done grabbed my lip like this.
Yeah.
I have been grabbed by the neck and put up on the wall.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, it's not a game out here. You shoot. Hey, don't let them bully you.
No, you can't.
I ran into this little girl. I ran into this family today, and the mother was saying, she will not allow her husband to work because she cannot handle her. I could swear this little boy was probably 3 or 4. And she said that she would not let him work because she could not handle him. And I said, that's your fault. How you gonna let somebody that little bully you, and you paying the bills and taking care of everything? You got a 3 or 4-year-old running your household. What?
The thing is, everybody's on this gentle parenting wave, right?
Yeah.
You gotta have gentle kids to gentle parent.
Yeah.
I don't have a single gentle child.
Okay, you already know.
Yeah, it's milk if we buck in my house all the time.
Yeah.
With me, with each other.
Yeah. Y'all better keep hold of your children. Don't let them bully y'all. Okay? You cannot let them. They get older, they can't bully their boss. They can't bully their teachers, and that's the problem. They get in school and they want to talk crazy to the teachers and be disrespectful to the teacher. And who got time for that?
There'll be no respect.
Yeah, no.
Authoritative issues.
Absolutely.
Behavioral issues.
Absolutely. You got to stay on.
Running around acting fools.
Girl, you ain't got no boy genes in you, huh?
No,
you a girl mom. Girl mom. The Lord wouldn't give me no girls. Yeah.
No, I said I couldn't do it anymore after 5. I was certain if I did another one, it was going to be another girl.
Okay. No. Girl,
5 is enough.
Yeah, you better hold on to yourself. Okay, so now, businesswoman. Yes. So what brought on the 99? What made you name it the 99? Kind of give us the history of where you got started. Wow.
Well, I went through a lot from a very early age, from like 3 years old until just 7 years ago, since I've like removed myself from, just a very violent lifestyle and lots of abuse. I mean, you name it, I've been through it.
Yeah.
But, time went on and I just refused to believe that my experiences didn't have purpose. And so I wanted to give back to my community and do something to help others that could potentially save someone's life. I mean, people die from this. People die from domestic violence, sexual assault, human trafficking. In Kansas City alone, we're like ranked number 3 in all of those categories for the most amount of cases. So, I mean, it's a problem here. It's an epidemic, and somebody has to do something about it. And it's not that there aren't resources available, but there's not nearly enough.
Right.
So, and then when I named it the 99, I was going to school for leadership and ministry, and one of the scriptures that really, just struck a chord with me was the parable of the lost sheep. And if you're not familiar with scripture, it's more or less about a shepherd who returned for one lost sheep and praised over it and left the 99 others. And so it's more about forgiveness, compassion, and just speaking life into others. And those are really the values that I wanted my organization to embody. So
I like that. Now, we don't hear a lot about human trafficking here in Kansas City. At least I haven't. Have y'all? I haven't heard a lot about it. So what is your experience with that, and why did you make that part of your vision? Because I know you said domestic violence, right? And what else you say?
Sexual assault.
Sexual assault, and then human trafficking.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's something that's definitely on the rise. I myself am becoming more educated in that as well, and going through different trainings. It's definitely a space that we want to serve, but it's more or less an umbrella term, and there's so many different categories that fall under that. You know, children getting kidnapped and sold across the country, or, you know, pimps and like 304s or whatever you want to call it. I don't want to say that word, but you know, you know what I'm getting at. It's all the same thing. That's all human trafficking. So we have to implement something to help prevent this and help the people that are experiencing it, because it's worsening.
Yeah.
And nobody's doing anything.
Absolutely. I was at a domestic violence shelter a few months back, and I like to kind of ask questions, you know. So I asked this young lady, you know, why she was there in so many words. I didn't say why you here, but in so many words. And she said she was part of a human trafficking case, right? And if they were about to move her to a whole nother state to get her out of Kansas City, because they didn't want the same people to be looking for her, right? And so they were moving her out of the state. And it was just so disheartening, because you just have no idea, you know, what these people are going through and what they've been through. So, yeah, I totally get it. So then, all right, now you have sexual assault. Okay. So what is your plan as far as a business? What are your plans to help these people that are in these situations?
Well, right now we serve Platte and Clay counties, so that's more so the Northland, but we want to grow and expand. So I think it'll be soon that we'll be introducing our resources to Jackson County as well. You know, I think we want to also go outside of Kansas City or just beyond those limits, and hopefully we can implement this in other states as well and potentially go nationwide. But that's just dreaming big right now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We're very heavily focused on fundraising right now. I mean, we're so fresh. We've only been in this for a few months. So the beginning of the year, I want to say March. So about half a year old. And we've been doing great. We've had lots of, you know, fundraisers, and so the people and the awareness and the money, it's all coming, and it'll all come in time. You know?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Thank God for that. But
so what's your plan?
So our plan is we want to have a shelter.
Okay.
We have them, but not enough. The wait lists are extremely long.
Yes, they're terrible.
I see in Facebook groups all the time, people in domestic violence situations, or you know, whatever the case may be, homelessness, you know, and they just don't have somewhere to go, and they're reaching out to these resources and they can't get in because the wait list is
they're already full. Yes.
We want to have a rape crisis center as well. So I know that right now our hospitals serve in that space, but I've been through that myself, and truth be told, the experience for me and maybe for others added to the trauma. So we want to create a space that's not so intense and just more comfortable and intimate, I suppose. You know, just something, a space where you can feel comfortable and like you just don't have a million eyes on you and there's just so much going on at the same time.
Because you walk into a hospital and you walk in the emergency room, boom, everybody and their mom is standing behind you and pretty much can hear what you're doing. So I get that, having a more intimate space where you come on back here and let's talk.
Well, and because when something like that happens to you, you have 72 hours to receive treatment if you want an accurate DNA collection, so that they can, you know, take that back and charge the perpetrator. So once you experience that, you know, everybody knows your business already. Once you go in there and tell them what's going on, then you're taken back to a room and you're going to see caseworkers and social workers and police, and it's just so many people. And they try to be as private, you know, as discreet as they can. But I mean, it's a lot happening, and you're already just very fragile. What
do you suggest to somebody that's going through something right now, even though, you know, our resources are exhausted? What do they do? How do they get out of those situations? What's your
Well, right now we have support groups that are available. We do an adult support group that is available the last Thursday of every month at Park Hill Christian Church. And then we also are serving children as well. So at English Landing Park in Parkville, Missouri, we meet there once a month. Through my Facebook, you can see the events posted and everything. But children who have witnessed this, and 90% of them have, unfortunately. And it can be very violent, but these kids who have, post-traumatic stress disorder from experiencing these traumatic things, their parents fighting, or, it affects them. And long term, it makes it very difficult for them to maintain friendships with others. So our idea in hosting the children's support group, which is also led by children, is that they have the opportunity to meet kids that they share in these same experiences. So our hope is that they'll be able to develop friendships that are long lasting.
I like that.
Yeah.
And you said it's run by the kids, huh?
Yeah, they lead it. So, I mean, they can share what they want to share, or they can choose not to share anything. If we're at the park, so it's really just an opportunity for them to meet each other and play.
So, this opens up the conversation of Mom, Can We Talk? Right? Because we're trying to set a platform for our young adults to be able to talk and tell their truth, right? And for the 99, for them supporting domestic violence and sexual assault and human trafficking, that is something that myself, that's way over my head, of course, but these are the subjects that we're trying to get our youth to talk about. They're not talking about them. They're holding on to them. Then they get angry and mean and negative in school with friends and family because they don't know how to channel. How do you channel abuse? Us as adults, it's hard for us to channel abuse.
I didn't know how to do it until I went to extensive therapy.
Exactly. And how old were you at that point?
Oh, well into my 20s.
Yeah. Now, in that time frame, were you able to have proper relationships with people? Were you able to see the good in men, right? Because men is one who have abused you. I'm not saying you per se. I'm saying, hypothetically speaking, if you're talking about a young lady who's been abused by a young man, and then you get men, and how do they talk about that? Especially if it's an uncle or somebody, and your mom is sending you back and forth to that same uncle.
And you know what's sad? The majority of the time, it's not a stranger.
No.
It's someone that you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then what's crazy is the ones that you do know, 9 times out of 10, they was abused by somebody. And they didn't talk about it, they didn't tell nobody, and then they turned into an abuser themselves. It happens.
Generational curses.
Can we break that?
It's tough. You can.
Oh,
it takes hard work and dedication, though.
It definitely takes hard work and dedication. So you being in that situation, you got 5 girls.
Yeah.
How do you handle that? Keeping
hard.
them from that.
I still struggle with it, honestly. I try to do my best every day, but I still things are still triggering to me sometimes, and oftentimes I owe my kids an apology just because I feel overstimulated or I'm having a bad day, and they don't know, they just need mom, but my patience is so thin, it's just so I become reactive, and so you just have to develop healthy coping mechanisms. I don't know why that was so hard for me.
I know, right? That's okay. It sounds almost like a tongue twister.
Healthy coping mechanisms. Mine is cleaning, which is kind of a fine line. You waddle the fence on that. Is it healthy or is it OCD? But I clean because I like to keep myself busy. I feel like if I'm in a clean space, my mind is clear. I can be more productive. And you're accomplishing something. Something similar to that would be maybe baking. It's hands-on. You're creating something. Gardening requires you to use your hand. These are very good mental distractions that are healthy ways to cope with your triggers.
Yeah, that trigger word is something. There are triggers that trigger people. You never know what they are, though, because they have their own trigger, right? I had a young man tell me that just the other day, that there are things that trigger him. Like, he okay, for the most part. And then let you say something, and he never told me what that trigger was, but let somebody say something or do something, right? And, So we got to figure out how to work on them triggers, right? Things that trigger you. What can you do to, you know, work past them instead of snapping or putting that off on somebody else? So listen, I'm telling y'all, a lot of our youth are hurting. They got a lot going on. Now, maybe not all of them has been abused, sexually abused, but it could be something else going on. They're being bullied in school. You have to start asking questions and having dialogue. And so that's why I was so excited to talk to Miss Alexis, because she's about the community. She's about helping people cope with all of this negativity. Okay. And she knows how they feel.
Yeah.
Right?
I think that's really important when you're in a space of leadership, especially parenting as well. To a certain degree, you do want to be respected. You have to lead by example.
Absolutely.
But you also want to be somebody that's relatable.
Yes.
And, when I was growing up, my stepfather, he was really great about putting forth that image. You tell your kids no, they're going to do it anyways. I don't even know why we bother even speaking those words. It's just they're going to do it.
Yeah.
So, just to be understanding or share your own experiences, and that helps a lot. Or sometimes let them make the mistake.
Yeah.
But let them know you're going to be there to help pick them back up, because it doesn't really matter how much you can take.
Yeah.
What matters is how you pick yourself back up from that. So,
have you told your girls your story?
they know bits and pieces. I mean, a lot of it I don't have to share because they experienced it with me.
Yeah.
I remember after I left my ex-husband of 7 years, and he was an abuser, and I was so just emotionally distraught. I was a mess. I fell to my knees. I was just emotionally overwhelmed, and just to look up and realize every single one of my daughters is watching me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I told myself that day, I made a promise to myself, I will never, ever put myself in this position ever again and allow my children to witness it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And haven't. So.
Yeah, and I like that because it is difficult when your kids see those things going on. It is. It's hurtful. And they don't know how to channel that. Mm-hmm. And when they get a certain age and they start dating, I don't want them to get to men. Not get to men. How I want to put this. I don't want them to follow in your footsteps. Right. So it's good that you stopped that when you were able to. And now, so where you are today, like mental, I know you said you have your times where you break down, but for the most part, you're raising your girls in an environment saying, listen, this is where I am. Mom is trying to heal, but you will never have to experience that again. Yeah. Because I respect myself. I value myself as a woman. Yeah. Right.
I very much preach into positivity and self-love. We focus on that a lot. I think that was a lot of the reason why I allowed myself to entertain some of the things that I did, is because I just simply didn't love myself.
Absolutely.
And I truly believe that in order to love others now, you do have to have that love for yourself. Yes. It's mandatory.
Absolutely. It's definitely mandatory.
So, and relationships aren't really something that I'm interested in. I'm very focused on just being the best mother I can in my business and helping others. And I believe that God's plan is far better than mine, always will be. And
absolutely.
What's meant to happen will happen when he decides. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Y'all got any questions for Miss Alexis?
Yeah, go ahead. Hold on, let me
get. Yeah, what do y'all got going on? Y'all got questions? Hold on, let me see if anybody. Where are we?
And we've gotten so carried away in conversation.
I know. We didn't even check to see if anybody's. Yeah, hold on. Let me get to it. Okay. So, what's a day look like for you? Like, or do you work? So you just, what you got going on?
I will. I'm very gung-ho into my business right now.
So getting the business off the ground and stuff like that?
Yeah, I'm really focused on that. But yeah, no, I just focus on my business and my girls. My schedule's a little backwards right now, which actually works better for me. I'm actually seeking a 9-to-5 job. It won't be a 9-to-5. Yeah. But an overnight shift is what will work best for me. So that's what I'm aiming for. That's why my schedule's backwards. So I don't get to sleep until the kids go to school, and then when they get home, it's time to start the day. So.
Yeah, you gotta get them going. Yeah, so I get it. Well, so I just wanted to get to know you as the 99, right? But I also um, I wanted people to understand, unfortunately, that there are resources out there, but a lot of them are full to the capacity. So, what do we do to help our people, right, y'all? What do you look for in a man now that you didn't before?
Honestly, I'm not looking at all.
She's not looking at
I'm
all,
not
B.
looking at all.
But I guess he's saying
No,
that.
but definitely, I want him to be somewhere in life. Goal driven, ambitious, um, healthy relationship with his parents,
Yes.
understanding of his traumas and triggers. Um, I'm just not into the toxicity, the all this just mess that the young kids have going on now. I'm just in a very calm, peaceful state of mind. Do not disturb that.
Yeah, yeah. And people will disturb it if you
They
allow
will,
them to.
if you allow them.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You have to set boundaries.
You do. And you need a man that's emotionally available, right?
Absolutely.
Because there's men that can come to you and they can talk to they blue in the face, but if they're not emotionally available, I mean, at least for me, I know good and well that if you're not ready to take the next step, we're in the wrong place.
Yeah.
We're not. We're definitely not for each other. So I get it.
Stay away from stuck people.
Yeah, or people that tell you that they're gonna do stuff or they're working on something. There's this guy that I met, a few months back, and well, no, I met him a year or so ago, but he's still working on this same situation, and nothing has changed.
That's disappointing.
Yeah, and his personality fits mine. I think that we mesh, but he doesn't have anything in life, and it's almost like he doesn't want anything. And what do I do with that?
It's just not equally yoked. You don't
Yeah.
entertain that. You don't entertain that.
I know.
Do or don't. There is no try. Are you about it or are you not?
Okay, guess I'm single for a little while longer.
There's nothing wrong with that though.
I know, but damn, I'm 55, baby. You only what 30?
Yeah.
You got a long way to go. I'm 55. I'm hitting the door soon. You know what I'm saying? So
You got plenty of
I'm just praying the Lord don't make me wait till I'm 80 and shit. I be seeing people walk down the aisle, 80 years old. I love it. Yeah.
I'll be there. You need a bridesmaid.
Oh hell no! Don't you do it. I'm 80 years old walking down the aisle you know what I'm saying?
That'll be great.
Am I gonna be able to have some sex and stuff? Oh hell no! Am I gonna be able to be nasty? I'm gonna be too old to be nasty. I'm just playing.
I've got stuff for that.
You know what I'm saying? Look, I went way over the line, way out somewhere else. I'm sorry, y'all. That's what I do sometimes. It is hard to date though because there's so many people that have not shed that hurt and anger and negativity. I'm telling you, there's a lot of men out here, I'm telling y'all, that are hurting. They don't know how to shake it. Women too. Let me tell y'all, somebody could be standing right in your face and smiling and heart in agony. And you wouldn't even know it.
It's your funny friends you really got to check on.
Your funny friends, the ones that be laughing and always joking around.
Just having a good time. Those are the ones you really need to check on.
Because them are them coping mechanisms. Yeah, being funny and joking. Shit, I always got
a
some.
lot of people. I mean, it's silly, but I mean, I do it too. Trauma relates to comedy. They just they make it a joke and that's how they cope. But I mean, it is a serious matter, and not all things are funny. So, but everything's hypersexualized these days too. Kind of touching back on what you were saying, but. I mean, you can't go to the store and find clothes that are fully put together for kids anymore. Everything's a crop top.
I know.
It's just
totally inappropriate. I see girls in crop tops, and I don't understand how mothers let them. I mean, at certain ages, I think it's really inappropriate. But that's my. Okay, let's see. We got a question here. My son watched me in a toxic relationship with his father. I finally left him last year. I should have known beforehand how he would be. He didn't have a relationship with his other son. but I believed it was his baby mama's fault. What red flags do you tell your daughters to avoid a toxic relationship? Good question, sugar.
You know,
And you ain't really have that conversation yet, right? They still
we
young.
we haven't. It's behavior. Don't rush into relationships.
Yeah.
A lot of times as women, maybe we feel lonely or like we need somebody to be in our space. Well, that's stressful.
I know.
No, take your time.
But
Really,
somebody, you be on some
figure
love and
somebody out.
affectionate, you know?
You do,
You
but
know?
you want to make sure that the person that you're dealing with, anybody can talk the talk.
Yeah,
You want to
absolutely.
make sure they can walk the walk too.
Absolutely.
So don't tell me what you're going to do. Show me what you're going to do. And if your words and your actions don't line up, you got a problem.
Oh yeah, and
And
the
that's
words
something we'll
and
figure
action
out
real
very
quick.
quickly at the beginning of a relationship. Very
Absolutely.
quickly.
Take a man for his word,
Mhm.
y'all. So you know what? I'm proud of you, Sugar, for one,
Yes.
leaving that man.
Congratulations.
Absolutely, because it's fair. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to your children. Okay. So I'm so proud of you. And don't go back. I don't give a damn what he say, what he do, what he offer. Don't you go back. You hear me, girl? I ain't playing. Yeah, sure. Yeah. I've been in abusive relationships, but I tell you, I didn't stay but that second. After they abused me, it was over.
Mhm.
Okay?
Well, when they're manipulators and they can be narcissists and they're
Oh,
gonna put it
yeah.
off like, oh no,
Oh, I'll never
I'm
do it
not a
again.
bad father. My
Uh-huh.
baby mom is the problem. She keeps my
Absolutely.
kid from me. Da da da. Whatever.
Mhm.
No, listen to that woman.
Please.
She has a child with him. She knows him better. You don't know him from what? A lick of paint.
I did that one
Believe
time.
her.
I learned a lot about this guy I was dating from his baby's mother. When I tell you, me and her got together and all our notes was kind of coming along the same way, and I hadn't got beat up by him yet. You hear me say yet? Yeah, yet. He beat up on her several times, right? Oh, he got me. And I'm telling you, once he got me, I was done. The day of, I never went back. And then I had the nerve to call the police on him, and the mother wasn't even scared of the police. Yeah, I'm like, I'm about to call the police on you. He called him my way. Hey, they can't do nothing with me. All that big chested. Oh, I can't.
They say that till they're sitting down.
Oh, they can't dodge no bullet. See, they can talk that talk, but listen, ladies, if you're going through an abusive relationship, I need you to seek help. Okay? Rosebrook Domestic Violence Shelter, Newhouse Domestic Violence Shelter, all these domestic violence shelters, they have you got a crisis line?
Yeah.
There's a crisis line. You could call and say, hey, I'm going through, I need help. Okay? Men too. There are men in the domestic violence shelters. I promise you. And it ain't that they can't whoop their woman. Sometimes, maybe one time. But some of them are there for the kids. I'm telling you, I've literally met a few men that have been in domestic violence shelter, and they was there for the kids. That mother was violent. She get drunk. She want to fight. She want to fight him. She want to fight the kid. And the dad's like, let's go to the shelter. And they trying to protect their kids from that.
I'm glad you mentioned that because that's not just women.
No.
We've kind of harped on men a little bit, but it happens to them too.
It does. They've been abused. They've been raped. They've been all that. Everything that the woman has been through, the men have been through too. The crazy thing is, though, a lot of men don't talk about it. The women, they will tell about it. A lot of men, they don't talk about it. They hold that inside, and that's why half of them crazy. Y'all, it is. Who you got over there? A lot of them are just angry and mean because they don't how do you channel that? Especially you got a straight man, right? Because there are some men that, go through that abuse and they end up gay. And maybe that was what, I don't know if that was what life was supposed to bring for them. Do you think that? Do you think someone that has a gay guys have been abused, the reason why they're been abused, why they're gay is because they're abused? You could tell a lot of gay guys have that flamboyancy, that, that look, that thing about them, right? Versus a straight man that's been abused. I'm sure they don't act that way, but what do they do? How do they channel that? they would never be able to tell somebody that. You know?
I think it definitely happens. I mean, I think everybody's got their own reasons for what they've got going on in their personal lives, and they would probably want to share that or speak on that themselves. I don't know that I'd want to chalk up the reasoning of that just solely towards abuse, but it definitely does happen. I mean, there have been
Yeah,
a
well,
lot of
I don't mean,
individuals
yeah,
in the LGBTQ community who have expressed that they were abused, and that is why
mhm,
they are.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
but I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
No,
You
it's
gotta
just
love everybody.
you do, you
You
do,
gotta love everybody.
it's not, it's really ain't about that. I mean, yes, you do gotta love everybody, but I'm trying to understand, why people don't talk, especially men.
I think it's judgment.
Yeah,
I
people
think they're
judging
scared
them.
of being judged. Yeah,
Mhm.
especially men. Already we're struggling with men showing healthy masculinity. So it's already something that's fragile. And for a man to share his experience in abuse, I think they're fearful that it comes off as weak.
Yeah,
And so they don't want to be judged. They don't want somebody to look at them and think that they're less than, or and I think that happens with women too.
yeah,
So
yeah,
it's kind of like as a woman for us to express that we've been abused, especially when we're having these conversations with potential male partners in the future. It's like, oh,
right,
well, you're already knocked down a few notches on the totem pole here
right,
just because you've been through some stuff. It's
yeah,
just it's tough.
yeah, yeah. It really is. It's kind of upsetting because with me trying to do this Mom Can We Talk event, right? And I've been reaching out to guys. A lot of the guys are not open to talking, and the women, I got a waiting list.
Maybe one of them.
Right, I got a waiting list. She ready to tell her story, but I'm already full for this event, so she's on my waiting list for my next event because this is a series. Mom Can We Talk is a series. Okay, I have did men and excuse me, I've did men and boys, and I've did girls and young ladies. Now we're doing men and women collectively. All right, so I have a panel of 5 women and a panel of 5 men. Okay, my panel of 5 women is already full. The panel of 5 men, I'm still struggling, fighting with them, but I'm keeping the 3 I got, and I'm not even gonna worry about it no more. We just gonna allow other people to have a little more time to speak, okay? And then the people that's on our waiting list, I think I got 5 women already on my waiting list for the next one. Okay, I got churches already on the girls' heels where they want Mom Can You Talk in their church. They want that platform set there. So support your girl. Thank you.
What
Thank you.
day is?
It's September 14th.
Okay.
It's September 14th. It's on a Saturday. If you guys can come, it is an interactive roundtable talk. So if you come, that means that everybody is going to be a part of this event.
And we'll be there as a resource too. So in the event this is something that you're experiencing, whether it be domestic violence, sexual assault, and or human trafficking, and you need resources, we'll have pamphlets and things to provide, flyers. And if you want to use us as something to help guide you, then we're here for it.
I love that. The 99 will be a resource at Mom Can We Talk, okay? There are all other resources that are going to be there as well. I can't even name them all, okay? But just let me tell you, it's going to be a full house.
That's
Okay.
exciting. I'm
Yeah.
proud of you. You put a lot of work into this. I'm
Thank
really
you,
proud
thank
of you.
you, thank you, thank you. And pray for your girl because the devil's attacking me. Okay, because while I'm trying to help heal and love on people, I got all kinds of stuff going on around me, and I know what it is. It don't hurt any less, right? But I'm being attacked. Okay.
That's what happens though when you're doing God's work. The devil gets jealous.
They need to leave me alone. They need to leave me alone.
I know he's leaving all of us alone.
I agree. Pray for us. We're gonna pray for you guys too. All right. If you guys have any more questions, let us know. Do you have any questions, Miss Alexis?
I don't think I do.
All right. I got all my questions down, wrote down that I wanted to ask you too. Okay. So the 99, she focuses on domestic violence, sexual assault, and human trafficking. Okay. So if you know of anybody, please give them your contact information.
Yes.
Or here, and I can put it in the comment section too.
Yeah, we can do that. Absolutely. You can reach me directly. My phone number is 816-785-8391. You can also find our hotline telephone number through our website, which is www.the99.net. There's a hyphen, I believe, between the and 99. It's a lot going on.
Yeah, I'm going to let her do all this. I'm over here trying to...
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. We're everywhere. You got to look for us. We're kind of flying under the radar. We're new, but we're here.
Yeah.
And we want to serve. So.
Yeah. And this is what this is about. She's new. She's trying to get her name out there. She needs you guys to remember the 99. If you know of anybody that's going through any of those situations, please, please, please remember the 99. Go on to her website. Go on to, is it Facebook page?
Yeah, we've got a Facebook page.
All that. Okay. Go on.
Support groups, client advocates, mentors, volunteer opportunities. I mean, several things going on. You can see all the spaces in which we serve. We're partnered with Missouri Children's Division, so we're assisting with children in foster care as well. We've partnered with First Federal Bank. They're providing financial literacy courses for families in need. So if you're struggling to pay the rent, we got a class that'll teach you how to budget.
Look, there you go.
A lot going on. So just
yeah.
let us know what you need. We're more than welcome to help, even if it's not in a space that we've already figured out. I mean, we can make something happen for you. So
okay, I like that. All right, well, we're gonna sing y'all out, okay?
Karaoke style, we're singing.
No, we playing Chris Brown. I like to play the music on the way out. Let y'all know. Thank y'all for joining us. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. And if you have any questions for Miss Alexis, please reach out. All right.
Absolutely.
Hey.
Do you watch these videos?
I do. They so
the
nice.
dance moves.
I know. I be wishing I could do them too.
I know. I be thinking, and then I'll try, and my daughters see me, and they're like, "Don't you ever." You should see say my middle schooler to school today. They've got all that like funny, weird slang now, or that's so Ohio, or skippy toilet, or Riz.
Skippy toilet.
Just all the filler words. It's just brain rot.
Oh, I ain't got no little. I ain't heard none of that.
YOLO, and just silly stuff when we were growing up. Swag. The stuff that they've got going on doesn't even correlate to anything that makes sense.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was just spitting all this stuff out to her. She was getting out of the car. She was so embarrassed. She was, Mom, stop!
No, you're embarrassing me!
All righty.
Hugs and kisses.
Yes.